Her collection of jewelry is one of the world's most famous private collections. Just recently, the delightful accessories of the famous Bulgari, Cartier and Van Cleef arpels that belonged to Heidi Horten decided to sell, and the total amount of proceeds is estimated at more than $200 million. How did a simple girl from an unremarkable family manage to become a billionaire, one of the 500 richest people on the planet? Heidi was born in the family of an ordinary engraver, and in not the easiest period. World War I was in full swing, it was 1941, and the future was full of uncertainty. But Heidi's little family survived all the horrors of war and waited for peacetime. While some everyday people tried not to lose their minds amidst the worldwide chaos, others sought to make the most of their circumstances. Future husband Heidi, Helmut Horten, in 1933 from a simple apprentice Dusseldorf department store turned into the owner of his own business, very profitably bought a large store from the Jews who fled to the United States. And by 1939 he had acquired several more outlets, gradually organizing a retail network on the model of American supermarkets. Already in the 50s, Horten was considered a rich man, and by the time he met Heidi, Helmut Horten became a real millionaire. He was older than her, she was good. At a friendly party in a bar, the young blue-eyed beauty Heidi made a casual conversation with a man who turned out to be Horten. At the time he was 51 years old, his retail chain was the fourth largest in Germany and his fortune was in the millions. A casual small talk turned into a long love affair. The romance of Heidi and Helmut lasted for 7 years and ended with a wedding in 1966. As a wedding gift from her husband, Heidi received a jewelry heirloom, a unique blue diamond Wittelsbach, once part of the dowry of Maria of Austria, Empress of the Holy Roman Empire. From that moment, the couple began to collect their incredible collection, which included paintings by world-famous artists, creations of high French fashion and the best masterpieces of jewelry art. Ordinary jewelry in boxes Heidi was not stored. There were only unique specimens. The most expensive pearl in the world, which belonged to the French Queen Marie Antoinette, which Heidi bought for $37 million, a diamond brooch with a rare beauty rubies, the favorite actress Catherine Schratt, a favorite of the Austrian emperor, and a long list of jewelry slightly smaller scale. Her husband encouraged any purchases Heidi, realizing that these investments will eventually pay off many times over and create a reputation for him as a true connoisseur. The happiness of the couple lasted 21 years. In 1987 Helmut Horten died, leaving his widow all his fortune. After the death of her husband practical Heidi multiplied his capital literally within a few years, gaining the status of billionaire. Passion for collecting did not die down, but on the contrary, flared up with new vigor. Heidi bought up the best jewelry and art objects. In 2018, Heidi fulfilled her long-held dream by presenting her own exhibition at the Leopold Museum. Heidi's exhibition proved to be the most popular in the museum's history. Heidi inspired other collectors to organize similar events, and made a firm decision for herself, to open her own museum in Vienna. After 4 years, Heidi Horten was indeed able to organize an exhibition space of 3 floors, where the paintings of famous artists of XXXXI century and emerging masters with great creative potential are presented. But Horten was not destined to fully enjoy her brainchild. Just a few days after the opening of the museum, June 12, 2022, the billionaire died. A couple of months ago, her famous jewelry collection appeared at Christie's auction and was sold for $200 million. True, most of the proceeds will go to educational activities on the Holocaust and genocide. After all, after the first exhibition of Heidi Horten there were a lot of questions about the capital that earned her husband Helmut, his ties to the Nazis and other unflattering stories. Thank you for watching.